The Nagara Museum has specially asked us to provide information about civilizations. Today, we are going to talk about the Aztec civilization. What is Aztec? Aztec's self-name is Culua Mexica, Nahuatl-speaking people who is in the 15th and early 16th centuries ruled a large empire in what is now central and southern Mexico. The Aztecs are called Aztlan. The original name for Aztec is Mexico. Mexico could also be called Mexica or Mexica for the Aztecs. The meaning of Aztec is someone who comes from Aztec. The Aztecs was a wandering tribe coming from northern Mexico. They were one of the last great Native American civilizations. Here are some pictures of the Aztec civilization.
What is Aztec famous for? Aztec also have things that they are famous for. They are known for many different things such as their agriculture, cultivating all available land, introducing irrigation, draining swamps, and creating artificial islands in lakes. Here are some examples of what Aztecs were famous for.
Aztec agriculture. Agriculture in Aztec, along with trade and tribute, form the basis of the Aztec Empire. 3 crops form the Aztec diet: maize or corn, beans, and squash. Each of these 3 plants assists the others when they are grown together. For example, corn takes nitrogen from the soil, which beans then replace it. Here are some examples of what Aztec agriculture looked like.
Aztec irrigation process. Aztec farmers built up the soil until it was above the surface of the lake. To bring water to the fields, Aztec farmers dug irrigation canals in the soil. The terraces also grew the Aztecs' major crop, providing an extra layer of protection for its production, on which the empire depended on. Here are some examples of what Aztec irrigation process looks like.
Draining swamps. The Aztec drained swamps because the draining of the swamps was to control the flooding that the Spanish led to. Most of the lake being drained after the Spaniards defeated the Aztecs military. Here are some pictures about the swamps.
Creating artificial islands. Chinampas were invented by the Aztec civilization, sometimes referred to floating gardens. Chinampas are artificial islands that were created by reefs with stakes beneath the surface of the lake, creating underwater fences. Here are some examples of Aztecs building and creating artificial islands.
How were boys and girls treated differently in Aztec? The Aztec men had many privileges. They went to different and better schools than the girls when they were younger, thus making the boys have a better education than the girls. However, the down point of this was that you were treated rougher than the other children at the commoner schools. Here are some examples of what boys and girls life in the Aztec civilization.
Daily life in Aztec. The daily life in Aztec started off with nice, innocent people doing their normal stuff. Then, Aztecs started training warriors. Until then, they were not very wealthy. Many people worked as farmers, merchants, artisans, or warriors. Aztec people lived in more moderate homes because they could not afford elaborate clothes and art. In Aztec's daily life, people also have different stuff such as clothing, education, food, home, religion, and work. Here are some examples of what Aztec's daily life looked like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time! Woo! Pound it, knock it, see ya! Thank you! Arigato!